Hello and welcome to Bellevue Stadium for this Northern Premier League East match between Consett AFC and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft, and this commentary is sponsored by Jason Rawson, Carpet Fitter and Supplier. Well, they say iron sharpens iron, but will steel sharpen steel today as the Stocksbridge Park Steels take on the Steel Men of Consett? It's become a familiar ground to us here at Bellevue. Stocksbridge were here just a couple of weeks ago to face Dunstan. It was a 2-2 draw then. That was before Consett came down to Stocksbridge when we won 3-2 in that dramatic game. Consett are going to come very familiar with Brackenmore because after facing us today on Tuesday, they head down to Brackenmore to face Sheffield FC as part of the various rearranged games that have happened because of various postponements at upper stadiums. Consett have been helping out their friends over at Dunstan. We have been helping out our friends over at Sheffield FC. So we'll go through the teams. So, we'll start off with Consett. In goal is Kalichi Chibusie. Then it's Calvin Smith, Aryan Puwal, Matthew Slocum, Daniel Catewell, Ryan McKinnon, Jake Jensen, Jake Orrell, Zach Atkinson, Will Shaw, and then Jack Gibbons. On the bench for them is Ben Milburn, James Anderson, Dominic Curl, Jack Cagle, and Charlie Watt. For the Steels today, just a one change, but it'll be Ben Townsend in goal, Jordan Lemon at right back, then Jack Tinker at left back, Luke Hogg in defence midfield. The two centre backs are Charlie Oglesby and Alex Phillipson. The other two central midfielders will be Curtis Turner and Ross Goodwin. In centre forward is Luke Rawson, who comes in for Ty Marshall. Then the wings will be taken up by Thomas Poole and Jack Dolman. The bench is Tom Charlesworth, Alex O'Connor, Tommy Marshall, Jack Watson, and Andy Ring, who quite amusingly we have noticed on the team sheet has been put down as a goalkeeper. He has done that role in the past, but if he does come on, it will likely be at centre forward. Though he hasn't made a league appearance all year and has made just the one in the Sheffield Senior Cup against Dinnington. Looks like we will be getting underway in a minute. The wind has just blown the ball off the centre circle spot, with Stocksbridge looking like they will be beginning the game. The wind is quite heavy up here in Consett today and will play a factor, I'm sure. So Curtis Turner will see this game underway in a second. Our referee, I'll be honest, a very young referee we have today. Stephen Beresford is just making a final check on his watch. I think seeing that we actually got through all the pre-match stuff very well, and we're not even at 3 o'clock yet. Final few checks with both goalkeepers Kalichi Chibusie and Ben Townsend. But Curtis Turner doing all he can to keep that ball on the centre circle spot. We've not got underway just yet. Still final few checks, and here we go. So Curtis Turner gets the game underway. Stocksbridge Park Steels wearing the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right, while Consett in an all-white kit kicking from right to left. Curtis is on the right-hand side here, gets the ball, tries to come in the box. A bit too heavy for Dorman, who was looking to get the beating of Daniel K. Well, it is back with Chibusie. Stocksbridge Park Steels are in their standard 4-3-3. Consett look like they will be in a 3-5-2 formation. Ball forward from Chibusie and knocked backwards to Jensen, who looks to get to the right side, knocks it long, blocked by Tinker. Thought that might have been on, but it isn't. Tinker only clears it into Consett's midfield. They're looking to switch play. It's a lovely little switch and well collected by Gibbons, who faces up with Lemon, puts a pass into the middle, and Atkinson trying to get the better of his man down the left-hand side, forced wide by Phillipson, tries to get in the middle, and Lemon tries to get the touch, but not for by Gibbons, and it will be out for a goal kick. Both teams looking lively and willing to get forward in the early parts of this game. If you're listening at home, do feel free to get involved with the YouTube comments. More comments you do, it actually helps the chat. Actually, it helps the commentary actually gets seen by more people on YouTube, by more of our nearly 500 subscribers that we have on our YouTube channel. So it does actually help us out. For people who may have missed all our appeals on social media, as we have an awkward bouncing ball that is eventually collected by Shaw. Gets to the right-hand side. Hogg has that covered and has intercepted. Trying to get the ball away. Gets it to Dorman, but he miscontrols and it's intercepted. And it's straight through to Atkinson, who puts the ball in. And then to the right-hand side, the cross comes in, but ahead of all the Consett players, Lemon has that covered and will take that away and clears it away. But only back to Puwal, who puts it back into the midfield for Slocum. And back it goes into the Consett defence for McKinnon. Left footed ball forward, looking for Atkinson, trying to haul it down, but Lemon looks to head it away. Might have headed into a more position, goes back to Consett. Shot blocked, and it's almost tucked in the bottom corner. A floating shot going there is actually collected by Townsend, saved, and in the process, Lemon is down and hurt. Lemon back in home territory. He's got a lot of family up here in this sort of area, mostly more from Teesside way than Durham, but I believe they have joined him for this game. Going to need physio. Looks like physio. Liv is going to have to head on to do treatment too. Lemon, who got a whack as the attack was going on. Townsend did appeal for a foul as that shot was lined up and saved. So some early worrying moments. Tom Charlesworth is on the bench if Lemon has to go off. Charlesworth has had a cracked rib, which has kept him out for the last month. But we don't know how ready he is actually to do what would essentially be a full 90 at this point. We're only 3 minutes into the game. While we're on the break later, we will try and keep you up to date with any other games in our league and also some local fixtures. Obviously, most games are off today due to the international break. But we'll try and keep you today with the ones that are still going off in our league because, shockingly, there's not many internationals at our level. Occasionally you get someone who played in the Caribbean island. St. Kitts and Nevis international in their team. Lemon is back up and will be able to return, it seems. Townsend has picked up the ball here and he will be the one to get the game underway and right footed sends it forward and travels with some speed. Dorman's looking to get the beat from around. He does. He's going to just try to keep it in. Can't do so. Gets a touch on it before it goes out, but I suspect that Stocksbridge may try and use Dolman's pace and that wind to see if they can get the beating of this Consett defence today. Almost worked on that occasion, and as Consett look to build out Jensen, ball forward with block, but back with him now, going horizontal. We'll find the pass to Gibbons on the left wing. Gibbons continues going forward now. It's in a blind spot. We cuts in, takes a shot, blocks, and it curls as the deflection helps it. Tackled on the edge of the area by Stocksbridge, but only cleared back to Consett. Steals are not clearing the lines very well so far in this game. Oglesby just headed that ball away. So around the edge of the area, Lemon comes in back on the pitch, and he's going to take that calmly and then send it forward, looking for Dorman, but it just will be with Capewell, who drops deep to collect. Capewell will now send it long. That one's drilled as well, and looks like the beating here. Consett go forward. Consett looks to try to get the beat to Townsend. It's well blocked by Oglesby. Will Shaw had gone clear and looking good and well there, but Oglesby has covered it really well. Made a crucial block. It's a corner kick Consett though. 5 minutes gone. It's 0-0 here at Bellevue. Looks like it's Matthew Slocum going over to take this corner. Consett looking the better of the two sides so far in this game. How will the wind affect this one as it just keeps on picking up and you just hear the gale go? It's often meant to be 40-mile-an-hour winds. Corner goes in, big clearance from Rawson, and it's going to go out for a throw-in over on that right wing. I think the wind is carrying Ben Townsend's voice more than it normally does at the moment. We can hear him very clearly from this side. Probably goes in into the midfield to Gibbons, who tries to pitch a ball and curls perfectly into the right wing, and that cross goes in and is well saved by Townsend, looking for the near post. Consett are looking good at the early moments as Tinker is having a wrestle for the ball. He's lost it here, Tinker. On the right wing with Consett now, Tinker has won it back and then gets it to Hogg. Hogg will carry it forward, pass it short to Turner. Turner will then get them back with McKinnon, who had to take a bit of a heavy touch. Poole was waiting for the mistake. Gibbons here on the ball. Gets it to the right-hand side to Smith, who comes forward and gets the ball over to the right wing, but then that is going to be caught by Oglesby, who goes to the left and then sends it long. Rawson tries to hold it up, gets it to Dorman, who tried to be a man crucial tackle at him, but back to Turner. He's got two covering defenders in front of him. He's going to try and go on the outside. Poole doubles back, has a few options in the middle. Lemon offering himself as an option. Pass it short to Dolman, who's on the right-hand side. Back to Lemon. Lemon back to Dolman on the front foot. And back to Lemon, who puts it in the middle to Poole, who miscontrols, but still flicks it round him, but just a bit too far away for Goodwin. It's tackled away, but then Tinker comes in with it, and Tinker will try and get round the outside of his man, but then tackled by McKinnon, who clears it. And now Consett will get on the counter-attack. Ball forward here to Atkinson, who's got the beat in his man. Phillipson covering on the right wing. Ball goes to the middle. Townsend comes out with his feet to claim and then picks it up. 8 minutes gone, 0-0 here. Consett looking dangerous at the moment. Back now, rolled out to Lemon on the right wing. Wind picking up again as that goes forward to Rawson, who can't judge it with a win, but I think it may have bounced off Capewell last, and that is what the linesman, well, the assistant referee is going to say. And Thomas Poole will get his first chance to put a corner kick in. Again, the wind is just making things very unpredictable. Rawson couldn't judge it with the wind, but neither could Capewell, who scored against Stocksbridge in the game that took place 10 days ago. Well, 11 days ago, I'm sorry, but when he switched to centre forward to get Consett back into that game. So Poole now will take it short, looking for the edge of the area, but easily cleared. Back to Hogg, who will get it back to the right-hand side to Poole, who stayed on side. Lays it off for Turner on the overlap. Turner will play the ball in. It's blocked well by Jensen, and it'll be another corner kick. I think Stockbridge wanted a bit more control over where that ball was going to go, hence the quite low corner into it, but it didn't really work out. Not enough power on it, and Consett read it really well, but Stockbridge were to recycle play and have got another corner kick now. When continuing to blow a gale here at the Bellevue. Turner had initially offered himself up as a short option, but he's now retreated with a man covering him. Here comes the corner. Poole right-footed, looking for the far post. Oakley just underneath it, and it's headed away now. Phillipson gathers it on that left-hand side. He's going to allow that to go out for a corner, for a throw-in, I mean. Dolman's going to allow Tinker come over to take this throw-in. Stocksbridge did score at this ground when we played against Dunstan. Thomas Poole scored at this end for a free kick. As Dolman could have not judged that because of the wind. He managed to get Aldrich, tries to get it back to Tinker, but goes short. And Consett's clearance is blown back away because of the wind. And Poole will now get onto it on the right-hand side. He's forced out to the right here, trying to keep it in. Does do so. Finds Lemon. Lemon will put a low ball in, look for Rawson past him and still in the box. But now it's back to the left-hand side and it's Purewater who will clear it away. And then it's going to be knocked out and will be a Stockbridge throw-in. Atkinson not able to hold onto the ball. Just went through Rawson's legs. That great ball from Jordan Lemon, who now takes the throw-in right in front of his ear. Gives it Hogg behind him. Then back to Lemon, who tries to find Hogg again, but that's blocked and it will be another throw. Lemon with another throw in, and he's going to try and find Rawson. Does do so. Bounces away from him onto the right wing. Rawson tries to put the cross in. It took a bit of a block from Purewater, but then Chibutse will come and claim it. I think that's the first time he's managed to get his hands on the ball in this game so far. 11 minutes gone so far. 0-0 here. 0-0 in every other Northern Premier League East game as well. Ball forward from Chibutse, and will get caught because of the wind, but Consett get it anyway. Jensen doing well in the centre of the park, but Tinker then tackles it, goes to the right with Turner now. Tries to go back to Hogg. Hogg will try to find Tinker in a very advanced position, but well in from Smith, who puts it out for a throw-in. Over on the left-hand side, Tinker will go over to take that. Tinker now taking his time with it and throws it down, but it'll be and then immediately return. Tries to control, and he's being forced backwards as he does so. Back to Hogg, who knocks it forward, but that is intercepted and then cleared away by Slocum. And Ogley tries to stop him going any further forward, but it's actually Hogg who comes in with a good tackle, but Hogg then goes with the shove, and it'll be a free kick to Consett. Right now, Consett kicking into the wind, and that has helped Stocksbridge more than it's helped Consett, though I'd say over the early parts of this game, Consett have edged it. Back with Oral to take this free kick, who's scored the penalty against the Steels in the last game between the two. Right foot of ball going in, headed away by Turner, and it's going to be headed right back into the box, but Phillipson with a big clearance away, it will be out for a throw-in over on the right wing. Bounces off the stand on the opposite side to us. How's that win continue? Oh, this win is a character in itself today. James Eccles, Stratford Box, saying afternoon, Adam. Afternoon to you too. Hopefully we'll have a good game to deliver to you today as ball goes forward and Oglesby will head it away, but only back to Consett, who are on the right wing coming forward. Looking for the crossing, going for the near post. Phillipson with a fantastic challenge and then clearance away from Hogg. That was fantastic from Phillipson. Stopped Kinson from getting clear there. Now Turner will try and go it forward. Bouncing ball, not forward, looking for Rawson, but headed away by McKinnon. And back with Turner, who quickly takes the throw in, looking for Dolman, but it ends up going straight out to play. Hey. Actually, I think that throw is going to be retaken for whatever reason. So back with Tinker for the throw-in. Throwing going down, looking for Dolman, but headed away from him. Going to be an awkward bounce ball that Goodwin's trying to get onto, but well calm, collected by Will Shaw, but then he's tackled, and then Goodwin just passes it back to Consett. They come forward through Oral. Oral carrying on forward on that left-hand side. Tries to find the left wing, and Stocksbridge trying to keep them there at the moment and prevent the ball from going in. Here comes the ball looking for the far post, headed away by Tinker. Back to the right, another ball going in, that's high, and he's collected out to the far end, actually, the far end of the box. Consett doing well to keep it in and keep this attack going as another ball goes towards far post. Townsend just about claims it, drops the ball as he rushes out to grab it, but then gets it at the second attempt. 14 minutes gone here. It's 0-0 between Consett and Stocksbridge Park Steels. We have our first goal of the day in the Northern Premier League East. Daniel Maguire has put Ashington ahead against Grimsby Borough. As Dolman heads it back to Rawson. Rawson takes a shot. It's not a clean hit and it's well wide of the goal. Dolman doing some good hold-up play. I think he needs a good performance. Dolman has been the one in form, scored 2 goals in 2, but despite has not got the praise for it this morning, the coach at least, because everyone's just taking the mick out of his new haircut. So it's back with Chibutse for this goal kick. Here comes the goalkeeper's kick. Runs up, trying to make sure it stays in play. Gets caught up in the air, but Consett managed to head it down. Well, they tried to head into grab, pulled in, intercepts, and trying to keep it in. Lemon Den was the one trying to keep it in, but goes out for a Consett throw. Just absolute madness due to the wind a lot. Anytime the ball goes into the air, it seems. As the throwing goes in, there's a push from a Consett man. It will be a free kick to Stocksbridge. Lemon's going to be on to take it to get this game back underway. They've got plenty of men forward, Stocksbridge. I think they're going to try and take advantage of the wind to try and make these set pieces into attacking opportunities. Looking to get it in the box. It's headed away like Consett, gets it to Gibbons, who tries to turn and gets past Turner's challenge, but then Hogg goes in with a drill shot, and it's a great save from Chibutse. He didn't know much about it, but would have been a goal of the season contender from Luke Hogg had that made it way in. It was a drilled shot staying low like a missile, but Chibutse managed to get enough of an arm onto it to deflected weirdly into the air, and he claimed it on the second attempt, and then his clearance is actually blocked by Poole and goes to Turner, who heads it forward. Poole is then offside, and it will be a free kick to Consett. 16 minutes gone, remains 0-0 here. Luke Hogg just being the closest to a goal we've seen from that drilled shot. Another goal in the North Premier League East. Ossett United are leading 1-0 against Belper. And that's against one of his many former clubs, Alex Pearson. That's one of his former clubs. Chibutse is trying to keep his shots low at the moment. His balls forward low to try and avoid them getting affected by the wind. Right now the ball is back with Stocksbridge. Rawson looking to get it to Goodwin, who's trying to pass forward. Turner trying to read it, but it's a bit too heavy. It's back now with Chibutse. tricky day for the goalkeepers with this wind. Ball going forward. Just interesting, Chibutse, he's going to the very edge of his area to kick the ball out every time, and I think he is currently just staying just about in his box when the ball leaves his hand. He is tossing it in front of him, then kicking it while he's outside the box. But I wonder if the referee will keep an eye on that, because if you get, as daft as it sounds, if he actually goes out and steps out with it in his hand, it is actually a red card instantly for deliberate handball. As Purewell heads a throw in going forward. Then again, Consett do have a goalkeeper on the bench in James Anderson, who was the one who started back in the game at Brackenmore. Lemon with a throw in that could easily be an attacking one. Going to Poole, who peels off his men well. Has to judge a bouncing ball back to Lemon, who will send it in. It's a good looking ball. It's almost made its way in. The legs of Chibutse stopping that from going in. Lemon looking just for his first goal of the season still, as Hogg is trying to counter it, but he's been tackled though. Nobody's read it well and cleared it away though. Consett head it right back, but only back to Tinker, who knocks it forward, and Tinker's going to try and get onto his own pass here. He does get onto his own pass, tries to put a ball in, but that's been read by Smith, and he will clear that one away for good now. Oglesby gets the header onto that clearance, and it's actually kept in by, I believe that's Turner there, but in the end he just knocked out. It's going to be a Consett throw, and there is a Consett man down as well. In the promotion battle, Dunstan, who are currently playing at Morpeth today, they have taken lead against Carlton. Daniel Brown has scored an own goal. The throw went in and immediately bounced out, so it's going to be a Stocksbridge throw now. With Tinker, who big long throw away, headed away, and then will be cleared away by Consett, and they get it to Orrell, who's going to come forward with the ball. Good control to keep control, pass it out to the right to Jensen, but well in from Turner. Turner trying to get through to Rawson, who's trying to turn his man, but can't do so, and then loses possession with the pass. Back with Jensen now, but Rawson wins it back. Now with Hogg, who tries to get it to the wing, gets it to Dolman, who is forced backwards a bit, and then back to Hogg, who's trying to find that it's a good one, who flicks it over to the left, but that's too much and will be go out of play for a Consett throw. 20 minutes gone in this game so far. It's 0-0 between Consett and Stocksbridge. Turner heads that throwing back away, but then Consett are able to clear. And now spread out to the left-hand side. It's a good opportunity. Gibbons coming forward in a good position. Laid off into the middle and back to Gibbons on the left-hand side. Still waiting for the ball to come back in, and then it's going to be weakly put in, and Townsend will collect it at his near post before it trickles out for a goal kick. Townsend sending it forward, headed away. The number 4 Slocum, but Turner will get it back to Tinker. But Tinker has to chase it down though, and he will then boot that one away and go out for a throw. Give it a throw in now for Consett. Into the middle and headed on by Atkinson over to the right hand side. Consett looking dangerous in these moments. They seem to be able to open up play quite well. Back to Smith, who will look to get down the line, does do well. Oglesby covering as the winger cuts back in, and then back to Smith, who will put a high lofted ball in that is blown away from the box by the wind. Poole is getting caught into some problems there, and now it's back with Purewell. Back into the midfield it goes, but he will be tackled, and Poole's trying to get it back to Goodwin, and now it's back to Lemon, who will put it forward. Wilson reads it well, takes it away from the defender, tries to knock it forward, block, but might just bounce off the path of Hogg, and it does. Hogg will try to get it forward, block, but it's back with Hogg. Hogg lays it off to Dolman, then back with Turner. Turner will try to curl the ball into the box. Looking for Poole, tries to get the touch, he can't get his feet right, and it goes out for a goal kick. That one's probably the best opportunity of the game so far. Really, that's come out of a proper attacking attempt rather than some fluke through the wind, but Poole's not able to get a clean foot onto it. It remains 0-0 here after 22 minutes. Consett back underway very quickly as they've switched play over to Smith. Forward for Gibbons, who's on the right wing to chase, but Oglesby has that covered and will take it deeper before knocking it off Gibbons and getting the goal kick. Right, Townsend, who will take it short to Phillipson. Takes it forward from him, and he will send one long. Rawson might have the beating of his man here, but he just doesn't read it right, and it's headed away by Cape. Well, Goodwin goes in well as Cape will try to go in, but still with Consett now as Gibbons looks to get down the left-hand side here. Now onto the left wing and cut into the middle now, over into the centre. Yep. Now over to the right from Consett. Jensen finding his Smith well on the right. Smith putting a ball in. Looks a good ball, and Axon gets under the header, but then the wind helps him, gets him a second bite of the cherry back over to Gibbons on the left-hand side. Ball going in, head away by Phillipson. Lemon comes in and clears it away well, but it's just back with Slocum now. Now back to Orrell, who will look to get it over to the left-hand side. Atkinson will have the ball bounce up behind him, then backheels it over to the left wing into a bit of a blind spot due to the low vantage point we have, and then I believe it's gone out for a Stocksbridge goal kick now. 23 minutes gone, and it's going 0-0 between Consett and Stocksbridge. So the don't move. Any goals in Golcar are leading 1-0 against Answorth in a local northern. As Townsend sends this ball long, Dom puts it back. Rawson tries to head it on further, but Purewall will head it back into his own box, and Tribute will claim it over his head. I think Stocksbridge probably should challenge all these bounce balls going into the box. With the way the wind is today, anything could happen. Is the referee keeping an eye on it? Because he's come very close to the edge of his area. And every time, the fans are definitely claiming that it's handball as the ball bounces through to Atkinson, and Atkinson now just controlling it well on the edge of the area, trying to break in on the left-hand side. Breaking in, and ball goes in, and then Townsend will get it to feet and sends it down, and Dorman's got the beater in his man. Can Dorman get on control? Dorman going through, can't get control of it, and it's back to Tribute. He got the beating of the offside trap on that occasion, and the wind playing just as much an assist as the ball forward, but he just couldn't keep control of it. You felt having scored 2 goals in 2, Dorman would have another. He scored the winner against Consett in that other game, and now Dorman's on the ball again and trying to get control of it. Gets it on his right in the corner of the box, tries to get it to Turner, but comes off his knee and then goes out for the goal kick. Referee, team I had to talk with some of the defenders of Consett before we get going, and looks like Matthew Slocum and Ross Goodwin are going in a nose-to-nose, and both players are going to get a talking to from a very young referee, making sure that this doesn't develop into anything more than what it currently is. Back with anyway, the game will now do with this goal kick. With goal kick has just been delayed because the ball rolled at the spot. It will take its time. Just from judging from some of the Consett fans behind me, Matthew Slocum seems to be a regular game box. So was Ross Goodwin, who he went nose to nose with. So I think they might be best friends, really. Off the pitch. As this ball has gone backwards after going into the air, the wind definitely playing its part today as Dolman has gone to, well, just allowed it to go out. I think that throw-in has actually just come from the goal kick, but not any way you'd see anywhere else. Tinker with this throw-in. Thrown to Dom, but knocked off the defender and out for another throw. Tinker would initially could have had the run of Dorman. Instead, he's going to give it back to Turner, then back to Tinker, who will get it to Dorman, back to Turner, who continues down the left-hand side, tries to find Tinker, blocked back with him, though, and now distributes it back to Hogg, and Hogg will look to get it into the box. Goodwin tries to peel off, it goes over his head, and out for a goal kick. So back with Tribute safe own goal. After Consett started off the better in the first 10 minutes, Stocksbridge have had the advantage of the play since then. There's been a red card elsewhere in the Northern Premier League East. Pontefract Collieries are down to 10 men. Danny Burns has been sent off, which I believe means he will not be featuring in their trip to Brackenmore next Easter Monday. I hope that means a good thing, and I hope he's replaced. As now Consett tried going short, but Rawson's almost caught them out on that occasion. Now back with Hogg in his own half, and Then lays to Lemon, and Lemon will slice it forward. Turner touches it on. Rawson might be able to take advantage, but he's just beaten out with it by some decent defending by Slocum. Back with Chibute. He's gone to the edge of his thing again, and he's cutting it. He's cutting it very fine every time he has the ball forward. But this could be Consett's time as Gibbons has just broke to the left-hand side. Trying to play it back. He's not gone in our blind spot, but now it's back in play and looks to switch play, but well read by Tinker, who clears it away, and it goes to Goodwin, who'll head it forward, but only back now for McKinnon, who tries to knock it forward, blocked by Turner, and Turner keeps it in on this left-hand side, tries to find Dorman, block, but back with Turner. Then back to Hogg, who is in his own half, and in a late shot for the runner, Turner, and quickly first touch gets it to Lemon, who high up tried to get it forward, but blocked and out for a Stocksbridge throw now. Liverpool leading 1-0 against North Ferriby. Kwame Boateng has scored. Now with Lemon, who will look for Rawson, but head away by Purewell, and then knocked on by Slocum, but only back to Hogg, who will look to get it to the left-hand side to Tinker. Back to goal. We'll have to pass it back now to Oglesby, who knocks it forward, looking for Dorman, who heads it back into the path of Tinker, who will carry on forward with it, tries to use his pace to get through on the left-hand side, puts it back in the middle, and almost snuck in. Rawson may have got a touch onto that, but in the end it goes out for a goal kick. Stockbridge definitely doing better over the last 20 minutes. They're making the most of these conditions, though I suspect in the second half, if this wind doesn't change direction, it will be much the same what Consett are going to do to Stocksbridge, what Stocksbridge are doing to Consett. Ball forward from Consett, but Ogilvy should have that covered. Back to Townsend, who will boot that one away, and it's going to be back now for Well, can only head it backwards. Dolman will look to chase it, but I think that will have too much on for him. It will go out for a Stocksbridge throw, though. In a goal that will help Stocksbridge out, Newton Aycliffe are leading 1-0 against Winterton. Kyle Day scored as Stocksbridge on the attack here. They've kept it in well with Turner. Appeals from Consett that it wasn't, but Turner's still on the ball on that left-hand side. This time it has gone out, but it has gone out for a Stocksbridge throw. Tinker will have thrown it into the box for Rawson, who's used his body well. Try to get it back to Dolman, but just beyond him, and it will be carried away by Slocum. He tried to get the counter-attack going, but Hoggs read it well. Back with Tinker. Tinker will try and put the ball in, but headed away to Goodwin, who tries to chest it down. He's looking to turn and way back with Lemon, who worst touch gets it back to Turner. Turner's thinking about the shot, but instead he's going to be smart and give it back to Lemon. Lemon puts the ball in, cleared away again, and then back with the number 7 Jensen, who gets away. And now it'll be a Consett counter on the right wing here. Consett carry it forward. They slowed down a bit now, though, and get it to the centre to Jensen, who has acres of space, and now we'll get it to the number 11 Gibbons on the left, and it's going to get caught there for the moment, and eventually goes out for something. We can't say it's a blind spot because there's no vantage point. Look, I don't get paid. You don't expect professional commentary. I expect whatever this rubbish is. Looks like it's going to be a throw in here, actually, to Consett, looking at the way the defending's positioned. And whatever happened has gone Stockbridge's way, so it's back with Stockbridge now for a free kick. Another goal to tell about the Northern Premier League East is that Belper have quickly equalised against Ossett. Zach Goodson has got it right. Ball goes long and it's going to bounce a bit awkwardly. Rawson's going to try and get to it, but it goes into the box, and Chibute has grabbed it. He throws it out quickly to Smith on the right-hand side. Takes a touch into the middle and then back up to McKinnon, who will send it long, but that one's going to spin over to the right wing and stop getting it back for a moment. Then it's back to Consett, knock it forward. Atkinson trying to judge that win, but Phillips are doing well to shield him off, and then there's too much on Phillips, and it'll be a free kick to Stocksbridge. Good physical back. Of what's happening in the promotion from the National League, Chesterfield 1-0 against. They might escape non-league on non-league day. Saying that because I think half our team are from Chesterfield, and they'll be very happy to hear that. As Hogg will get onto the left-hand side now to Tinker. Ball drilled forward. Dorman had the beat in his man, just couldn't get the ball, and it's out for a goal kick. Grimes, by the way, was the man who has put Chesterfield ahead against Boreham Wood. Ball forward from Chibute, saying it's a good one. 2x, and he heads it into the middle. Now on the right foot, one to be chased back. He's Shaw, but then cleared away by Willsby out for a through. Smith is throwing. Calvin Smith has gone over to take it. Had that battle with Jack Tinker today, and Tinker making his 100th appearance for the Steelers at left back. Was only Ian Richards' second signing since when he came to Stocksbridge all the way back in 2021. Consett trying to get down the right wing, but Oglesby just put away and tried to be kept in by Hogg, but not enough there, and it will be back to be a Consett throw as Consett have a spell of possession themselves as the ball goes forward, and it's a bit of wrestling in the box, and Consett had a penalty appeal there that none of the fans were appealing for, but a couple of the players were, and one of those on another day may have been given Consett's way, and it opened up for Consett a bit there, and looking to find space to Jensen, who takes a shot, and it's almost turned into a good pass, and it's just the touch is not there, and Townsend's come out almost like a centre-back to boot that one away out for a throw-in. Consett are having a good spell of the game after being put under pressure for the last, 20 minutes, it seems. Back with Smith now. Smith taking his time. Going too slow up now. Back with Smith, who drills across him but blocks, and Turner will now head it away. Dorman trying to get onto it, but in the end, Consett not knock it out for a throw in. And Townsend is not happy about something in that Stocksbridge goal. As Tinker waits to take this throw in. It's 10v10 over at Bridlington versus Pontefract now. Jack Bullis has been sent off for Bridlington. Depending on what type of red card that is, he might not be able to play in his trip to Brackenmore. That happens in April. Well, as it's with Jensen now, who had lost the ball, but Goodwin had committed the foul in making him lose the ball. So it's with to be a Steelmen free kick. First wind is getting to me now. It's really cold here. Always seems to be freezing here at Consett. As the ball bounced in the box, Phillipson will head it back to Townsend, though. That could have ended up being dangerous. Zach Atkinson had read it quite well and was not very far off being able to get onto it. Townsend will now drill this forward. Rawson's going to try and get onto it, but in the end, it's Capel against the header, and it's going to end up being a throw-in just next to the flag. Tinker comes up to take it. Thrown to Turner, and back now to Tinker, who's tried to get the beats in of his man, but it's well tackled, and this could be a good counter-attack. Shaw's looking to build this on the right wing, looking for the pass to Atkinson, but Phillipson has intercepted. But Phillipson's back pass is terrible. Townsend saved the day with that save. It was almost like a sliding tackle. He connected the ball. There have been some appeals for a penalty around me, but Townsend got to the ball first before he got to the and almost disaster for Alex Phillipson, who's been so solid for the Steel since signing from Brighouse earlier this month. Walker bouncy ball. Turner will back away to Poole, and Poole will have a bit of misjudging before it's drilled forward by McKinnon and kept him well, and before it ended up going out anyway for Stockbridge. That was a big opportunity for Consett, and Townsend very risky attempt of a tackle/save, but in the end he's timed it well, or else it could have been penalty and a red card. Lemon clips the ball forward, no one's there to run onto it, and Cable just boots that one clear, goes out for a Stocksbridge throw. 37 minutes gone in this, it's 0-0 here, though both sides could say they should have had goals. So Tinker now will take his time on this throw for slinging it downfield, but it's headed away into midfield, and Turner will get a touch onto it, and back to Tinker it goes now, who gives it back to Turner, forward to Rawson, but intercepts where it can get to him, and then big clearance away and out for a throw-in well into Stocksbridge's own half. Grimsby Borough have equalised against Ashington. Collins has scored. So Tinker will now big throw forward and going to come off across his chest and intercept with then immediately return back to Tinker, who sends on forward, but it's going to go all the way back to Djibouti. So this is where the wind doesn't help you, is that it'll blow a ball that could have been a decent one well forward and safely into the keeper's hands rather than an attacker's run. As Consett may have handballed it, and I think Lemon may have handballed it at the same time. Anyway, Consett have drilled the ball forward, and it's a good-looking ball. Obviously trying to get enough of a foot onto it, but Consett have it back, but in a worse position. Back now for Jensen, who thought about the shot, puts the ball into the middle, play to the right-hand side, takes a shot, side netting. That was a really worked bit of play from the Steelmen, and they've almost cast Stocksbridge open on that occasion. In the end, the shot hits the frame of the goal behind. It's going to, so it's 0-0 here still. 38 minutes gone. Townsend will send it forward. Okay, well, but only back to Hogg. Will send a big high lofted ball forward that McKinnon will just about get away to Smith on this right hand side, and he will just clear that away long forward, and that could turn into attack if Oak doesn't read it well, but he does and volleys it back out. Will be a Consett throw round about the halfway line. Back it goes for Calvin Smith. Big throw forward, headed away, and then back away by Hogg, and but then it ends up backing Goodwin after Consett cleared it. Now all the way back with Lemon, who will have to probably hit this first time, and he does. He doesn't. Just back with Consett, who slice it behind them. Turner's trying to chase onto it, but Purewell heads away, but only to Hogg, who heads it forward. But then it's back with Consett, and both teams losing possession. But with Turner on the ball now, tries to slip the ball through, but well read by the Consett defence to intercept, and Purewell will now pass it out to Orrell, who sends one over the top, and Phillipson doesn't really read that one particularly well. Axton has it over on the left wing. Ends up bouncing out for a Consett throw in the end after they tried to get the attack into the box. Hebburn are leading 1-0 against Brighouse. Aaron Thompson has scored for the Hornet. Consett got another throw in after they try to get that attack out of that left wing area and into the box. Looking to get the opening goal in this game. As Goodwin has intercepted and pass out to Turner, who will drill it forward to Rawson, but it's wide of him and it's just going to bounce right out to be a throw-in, quite near to the Consett box, actually. That wind is carrying it even when you're hitting the balls low. So back here with Phillipson, who will knock it long, but way too long for anything. He'll be out for a goal kick. So after that, Stocksbridge had that 20-minute spell of pressure where they created chances, caused constant problems in the Consett defence, but as it has been a bit of the tail of the season, they weren't able to make the most of it and get the goal they needed, and now it's 0-0, and Consett have looked lively on the attack. They should be looked for a goal at the moment, the home side, and if they did score, you'd think Stocksbridge were going to rue those chances they did miss in that 20-minute spell of, well, making Consett chances and using the current weather to their advantage. Lemon just intercepted that, but well in from Jensen, who's done a great job in the centre midfield for Consett today. Over onto the left-hand side, but now goes out for Stocksbridge. The offside flag is up. So back it will go for this Stocksbridge free kick, and a chance for them to get the ball forward. So Consett are trying to keep a very high line, I think, to prevent balls just being pumped into the box from this sort of situation. Dolman will just need to watch his line because he's just needs to get himself back on side. He has done so now. If Consett dropped a slight bit deeper than they initially were. Ball goes forward and head away by Consett, and then Goodwin trying to read it, but back it goes into the centre defence, and ball's caught into the air, and then eventually Jensen heads it away, Hogg onto it though, drills it to Poole, first touch looking for Dorman, but cleared away by Capewell, only back to Phillipson, who will try to get it to the left-hand side, big header away by Smith. Shaw trying to get onto it, though Oglesby will be the first two, knocks it away, but then headed back towards Shaw, who gets a good first touch and tries to go in, but well tackled by Luke Hogg, who will pass it over to Tinker on the left-hand side, and he's going to slow it down, Kitten in the inside, back to Hogg, who gets it forward to Goodwin, and then who gets it over to Dorman, and Dorman trying to get it to Goodwin, is probably handball, and Goodwin then goes over on his own and gives a foul away as well. It was not the best football you'll have ever seen from Ross Goodwin on that occasion. And it will now be a free kick Consett. 43 minutes ago in this game. 0-0 here. Chibutse sends this one long. Caught in the air again, but Consett keep it in with the header. Shaw trying to cause some problem down the right-hand side, but only gives away the throw into Stocksbridge. Tinker will take it quickly, and down it goes to Rawson, who will head it back into the midfield, but a good head away by Purewell. Back for Lemon, who will volley it forward. Rawson trying to get the beat on his man, but well blocked off by McKinnon, who used his body to stop Rawson making a run in and allow Chibutse to claim that without anyone pressuring him. He's going to take his time with it now. The goalkeeper, not the one we saw at Brecon Moor, that was James Anderson, who's on the bench today, and we'll end up drilling that one out as that ball hits one of the bits of netting that's just out soft off the AstroTurf. I think it almost hit Gary Ward, our kit man. We knocked some sense into it, hit him. Lemon throwing the ball down to Rawson, who takes a touch on the right hand side. It's a really good touch, and he's trying to get beaten a Purewell, drills a shot, crossed in and blocked by Capewell. Will be a corner kick to the Steels. Third corner of the game. And a chance for Poole to cause problem with this cross. Players like Jack Tinker, Ross Goodwin, Luke Rawson, Charlie Oakes, who scored at its ground just over 2 weeks ago. Low onto the edge of the box. Dorman gets a touch onto it, but then Consett will carry away. Turner gets a good tackle in. Dorman tries to put the ball in, but blocked, and then good clearance away by Consett. Atkinson trying to head juggle it a bit, eventually gets it to feet before Oakley gets in, and his tackle, I think, sends the ball into the air and into the face of one of the fans just on the sideline. Is a throw into Consett. Those low corners towards the edge of the area have been, they've been very, very poor, is I think the most charitable thing I can say about them. 45 minutes gone, it's 0-0 here. Ball throwing goes in and is headed away eventually by Hogg. 2 minutes of added time in stoppage time. As Consett tried to look over, but Turner's blocked it. It's gone behind the defence. Purewell will clear it out, but only back to Goodwin, who knocks it forward. Purewell heads it in, but then comes off Goodwin last and will be a throwing Consett. Gibbons is going to coming over to take this, right? Gibbons has been very live on the left-hand side. Thrown forward, then back to Gibbons, who boots it right forward, and Oglesby will read it and head it away to Rawson, who chests it down well, but is tackled then by Jensen, and now Consett trying to get attack going, but Hogg has broken that up and will look to try and find Poole on the right wing. Poole, great touch, got no one in the box though, tries the shot, he does not look confident, almost puts that into his own goal, and will be a corner kick. And I hope this time Poole just decides to whip this one in, to be honest, because the edge of the area stuff is not working. Consett have read it every time. He's going to take it short to Turner, and then Turner's going to try and get down that right-hand side. Back he goes, Turner to Poole on the edge of the area. Ball goes in, Purewell heads it away. Phillipson gets the touch back to Dorman, who returns it back to Phillipson on the left, who touches it back in the middle. McKinnon puts it very high into the air. Oglesby heads it back in. Goodwin gets the header onto it, and Chibutse will claim what ended up being quite a tame and slow header in there. Before Chibutse throws it to the left-hand side, Orrell's done really well to keep that in. And Consett just now in the midfield trying to come forward. Back to Orrell, who touch takes him further out to the left. facing up with Goodwin now, and we'll try to switch play, but the game will be stopped before then because it's half time here. It's Consett 0, Stocksbridge Park Steels 0. Both teams have had their chances. Both teams have had to hit the elements just as much as anyone else. As I've seen, as one of the fans has been almost been blown over next to me. It's 0-0 here between Consett and Stocksbridge. We'll see you again in 15 minutes. Hello and welcome back here to the Bellevue Stadium for this Northern Premier League East match between Consett AFC and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft, and we are sponsored by Jason Rawson, Carpet Fitter and Supplier. Referee Stephen Mercer just returning the ball to pitch. It remains 0-0 here. Both teams had chances, were quickly aided and then not so aided by the wind. And Stocksbridge will be the ones having to kick into the wind for this hour. So we suspect Consett will have the advantage going into this game. So Consett will get this game underway shortly. We just having a final few checks as everyone gets in position and still have this quite tricky task of trying to see if they can get the win while kicking into the wind. The big debate of whether kicking into the wind with the wind helps. I would say at the moment it's with the wind would help you far more. It's helped Stockbridge more than the wind going against the wind has helped Consett, I think. So Consett have got the game back underway. They're in the all-white kit, kicking from left to right, while Stocksbridge Park Steels are in the yellow shirt, blue shorts and blue socks, kicking from right to left. And Consett have an early, dangerous free kick here. Just on the left, just a few yards away from the corner of the box on that left-hand side. 460 people are here today at this game, so thank you very much for everyone attending, including our fantastic travelling support. Has been some drama towards the end of that first half over at Dunstan. Carlton equalised through an own goal from Drew Trail, but then Dale Pearson scored from the spot through Stoddard. It's 2-1 to Dunstan there. Now, Consett have a really good opportunity, especially with the wind as it is. I won't be shocked if he tried to curl this towards the far post so he can sneak in. And it almost does. Townsend has to punch that as it almost curled into that bottom corner. Goes over to the right wing here. Atkinson has it by the flag. We'll go through the teams when we have a break, and Goodwin no tackles and clears it away. Consett get it back though and knock it towards Atkinson on the right side, who heads it towards the box just outside it. Rawson heads it away, but Orrell takes a great volley straight at Townsend, who has to palm that one away. Atkinson wins the ball on the right wing. He's looking to try and get out. We've got Calvin Smith as help. Pass a bit further back here, and then it's intercepted by Hogg, who will head it away. Dorman heads it further away to Turner, who clears it out. And now Dorman trying to cause problems for it's booted right out of the ground by Consett. 47 minutes gone, it's 0-0 here. So we'll go for the teams now. There's no changes at the half for either side. So for Consett, it's Kalichi Chiabutse in goal, then Calvin Smith, Aryan Purewal, Matthew Slocum, who's the captain, Daniel Capewell, Ryan McKinnon, Jake Jensen, Jake Orrell, Zach Atkinson, Will Shaw, and Jack Gibbons. Their benches: Ben Milburn, James Anderson, Dominic Curl, Jack Cagle, and Charlie Watt. For Stocksbridge, again, there's no changes, so it's Ben Townsend in goal, Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Luke Hogg, Charlie Oglesby, Alex Phillipson, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Luke Rawson, Thomas Poole, and Jack Dolman. The benches: Tom Charles, Alex O'Connor, Tommy Marshall, Jack Watson, and Andy Ring. Stocksbridge just have a throw in at the moment. Tinker throws it short to Turner, who lets it go through his legs to Goodwin, who knocks it forward to Turner, who flicks it over the top. And Dorman's going to try and chase that. He gets the beat of his man on the left-hand side. Can he get the cross in his first further out left, and he's not got any space there, and eventually will go out, but for a Stocksbridge throw. Just in our blind spot there as we waiting to see what will happen. Stocksbridge trying to get the ball into the box, flick it on the near post, and it's the keeper who claims it, Kalichi Chiabutse. And in the end, actually, it's gone out of play as he's claimed it, so it will be a corner kick. Chiabutse is really not happy. Just to note, the linesman is on the opposite side to where it went out, so you can see why Consett would be unhappy and claim the linesman did not get the clear view. And I imagine if Stockbridge are able to make the most of this corner kick, we are going to have a very unhappy Consett crowd here and very unhappy Consett players. So the quality of the corner kicks from the Steels so far hasn't suggested that there will be a goal from this. Though it is the first time it's come from the left-hand side of the pitch for the Steels today. Here comes looking for that far post and headed away. And Turner just delayed, so that did allow that Consett to get onto it. They're going to try the counter attack, but The ball has gone a bit too forward. Lemon hasn't got a great touch onto it. He's forced further backwards here. Over here to left back now, and in the end, just about keeps it in before kicking it out. Essentially, not much further. First touch didn't really help him on that occasion, and the throw will now come up be in Consett's favour with Calvin Smith right in front of us. Thinking about his options now, got a couple of them. We'll throw it into the middle and then back to Smith, but Goodwin gets onto it first, and will be another Consett throw. Back to Smith now. Big throw into the box, headed away by Oates. Goodwin edge of box, who passes back to Turner, who sends it forward. Dorman gets the first touch and tries to get on the left before another big boot out of the ground. I'll say the committee members here at Consett will have a big job on chasing down some of these footballs. The Stocksbridge have the throw now. Just noticed the crowd at Grantham today, with obviously helped by non-league day as it is today, 1,022 at Grantham. I wouldn't be shocked. Getting a good tackle, but Hog's got to get onto it. It's just a bit clumsy in the middle from Consett, but they kept onto the ball, flicked it on really well. Now it's turned really good. Gibbons ran into Tinker more than anything else, I think looking for the foul, but doesn't get it. Over with Poole on the right hand side, trying to find Turner with that pass forward, just a bit too much for him, and Capewell will take it over and trying to get down the left, marauding down the left now is Capewell, and takes pass out, but tackled by Lemon, and forward it goes with Turner now. Turner trying to avoid pressure onto the right hand side, now into the middle, but behind Lemon, who's gone well forward. I was a bit confused for a second why he was there, and then eventually Stocksbridge do lose possession and Consett clear it away, and Axton heads it away from Oglesby, but it goes back to Phillipson, who will pass it back to Townsend, and Townsend will then take the touch. He's got pressure from Will Shaw, but Townsend will clear that away really well. I think Consett's possession, but Hogg intercepts, and it's going to go onto the right hand side. A big physical battle between Goodwin and the midfielder, and then Goodwin is going to get penalised for. Well, Goodwin has had his shirt ripped off, so we get a look at the blue Under Armour that Goodwin wears. Right now, there's our chairman's thinking, damn it, I've got to buy another shirt with the number 8 on it now, if that's ripped. It's actually going for it. The free kick has actually gone Stocksbridge's way now. Unsurprisingly, Goodwin has lost his shirt and he has now put it back on. Well, if he weren't wearing the Under Armour, it'd have been a trip to the gun show. Here comes the ball forward, looking for Rawson on the right-hand side, who keeps away and volleys it into the middle. Goodwin trying to get them, gets a touch on the near post. It bounces in the 6-yard area. It would have been ideal for someone to get on the end of it. No one does. Ball going forward here. It's going to maybe be a bit too much for Atkinson and out for a goal kick. Really good idea. Atkinson got the run on Oglesby, but not able to get enough of a run to get onto the ball. 52 minutes gone. Remains 0-0 here. So back with Townsend, who is trying his best to make sure the ball stays on the edge of the 6-yard area. He's going to pass it short to Phillipson, who's over at the right back roll. Hogg gives it back to Lemon, who gets a poor touch, and that's going to give the back for a throw into Consett. And that's why non-league teams don't play short from the back usually. But I think both teams have been forced to, because the win means the goal kicks just aren't working like they should do. Purewell will throw it to back to Purewell, right-footed into the box, bounces. Shaw trying to get the turn, but just about cleared away. Dolly onto it first, and Dolly will just boot that one down. He keeps it in well. Rawson will fight for it over the left-hand side. It's bouncing awkwardly for both players here. It's in our blind spot. I think Stocksbridge are marauding down that left-hand side at the moment. Wait for the ball in the middle. Does flash across the end, and before it can fall to Poole at the far-hand side, Purewell defends it out for a throw in near the corner flag. Liversidge have doubled their lead against North Ferriby. They're 2-0 up. Back with Lemon now. Then throws it to Poole. Back with Lemon, who will put the ball in, but it goes out for a throw before he can get a touch onto it. So it'll be back to be Consett's ball. Brown goes into the middle by Conte, but Stocksbridge have got the tackle, and Rawson goes down the right hand side, tries to find Dorman in the middle, goes across the 6 yard area. Yeah, Stocksbridge with another great ball in with no one able to knock it in. Tinker's got the ball down the left hand side. Stocksbridge trying to who tries to find Dorman with the ball forward, but it's just overhitting. We're going for a goal kick. Rawson would normally be the one in the middle. He was created there, and Dorman on the near post couldn't get enough onto it. Couldn't get anything onto it. Big news in that promotion battle. Chesterfield are 2-0 up on Boreham Wood. They look like they will be promoted today. Shibutsy will send it forward. Anyway, by Oglesby, and then Leppool tried to keep it in, but goes out for a throw-in. Well, Louis back with pure wild for this throw. Just on the halfway line, and he launches it downfield, but Hogg intercepts and heads it right back to Pure. Keeps it in and Pure almost got it away with it, but Consett back on the ball before Goodwin tackles, and then back with Lemon, who will then take that right out of play for another throw-in. I'll tell you something, with this wind, my laptop's not going to overheat today. Ball goes thrown into by Pure and now in the Consett midfield, and Hogg almost comes away with a tackle, but instead Consett will be able to come forward, driving down this left-hand side, beaten Lemon and there. Gibbons trying to keep it in, but then touches to everything, goes out for the goal kick. Actually, I think it may have gone out before Gibbons was able to get out, so it will be a throw-in actually to Stocksbridge. Lemon throws the ball in the middle, but intercepted by the number 7, Jensen, but he immediately puts it back out of play, so Lemon will just get another throw in a bit further up the pitch, on the edge of the line with a penalty area. Ball launched forward, finds Poole, headed back in the field, Turner, who has it in front of him, knocks it forward, Dorman will chase, but cleared away before it can get to him, and it ends up landing awkwardly, and Tinker will now charge down the left-hand side with it. Tinker on the left, looking to get it on his right, puts the ball in, headed away before it can cause any real danger. Back with Hogg now, who turns out of danger. Back with Oglesby, who's come forward, tries to get it down that left-hand side. Currently, with steals down that left, and it's Dolman looks to put a ball in, high ball over the top of everyone, and it's going to go out harmlessly for a throw-in, actually. The wind stopped it being a goal kick. And that's when the wind can help you rather than hurt. So it's 58 minutes gone here, remains 0-0. The wind is the man of the match, I think, at the moment. It's definitely having the most effect on the game. Throwing going in and then touch on and juggle in the air, but then Turner will knock it away, but header right back. Lemon gets the header onto it, and Hogg will keep it in with the volley, but it only goes back to Purewalu. Then big volley forward, he wants to try and chase, but Atkinson is too far behind for that. It will go back into Townsend's arms. And I was wondering what that was on the pitch. It was actually Ben Townsend's cap had flown off during that, and he has picked it up before he goes and sends this ball forward. That Purewell will head right back, and Phillipson's trying to do what he can with the ball. It ends up going behind him. Lemon, though, has got it and cleared away, but back in Consett midfield. Looks to find Smith with that ball, but too hard and will be out for a goal kick. So Townsend will get another chance at a goal kick, which will likely be the short option. He's league side centre back split to either side at the moment. Seems to be the norm. Drilled ball forward, looking for Dorman, who will head it on. He's a bit behind Rawson, but he is able to get something onto it. He's forced all the way back. Hogg drills it forward, but that's easy for McKinnon just to clear it away. Now, here come Consett on this left-hand side. Goodwin with a bit of physicality, but Consett come forward nonetheless. Tried to find Shaw, can't do so. Here comes a shot in. Palmed away by Townsend. Smith's the first to it on the right. Smith back into the middle for Atkinson. Well tackled by Turner, who will carry the ball away. Gets it forward to Dolman, who then one touch gets it back to Turner. Turner opens his body up, but will instead spin round, find Dolman again on the left-hand side. Dolman trying to find Turner again on the left, who just about keeps it in to Rawson, and they're trying to find some space. Stocksbridge here on the left-hand side. Appeals for offside are given. It is a free kick to Consett. The hour mark has been hit and remains 0-0 here. Carlton have equalised for the second time against Dunstan. Alex Hardwick has scored from the spot. So say we'll take this free kick. A chance to put the ball into the box, really, with the way that the wind is. As we said a lot of times for Stocksbridge in the first half, this time it's with Consett's advantage, and it looks like they are going to get towards the far end side, and the offside flag there was up immediately. Went out for a goal kick anyway, so it didn't really matter at the end, but not a bad tactic to use and gamble on the linesman getting it wrong. Someone from the crowd. Townsend sends it long, lucky for Rawson, who heads it on well. Just a bit too much for Dolman, and Consett able to clear. Consett trying to get it away properly now. Purewell's heading one very high into the ground, and away by Phillipson, who with a little shove in the back gives away the free kick. So Consett will have a ball just inside the half, and these free kicks are turned just as deadly as ones at 10 yards further forward in a normal game would, with the weather as it is. So Stockbridge will have to defend on the edge of their own area. Here it comes, a trim ball looking for the far hand side. Capewell peels off well in the 6-yard area. Smith was almost onto it. Jack Tinker's made a crucial last-ditch tackle to stop Calvin Smith getting onto that. Because if he had done it, it would surely be 1-0 Consett. Instead, it's just the corner kick for now. That was a really well-worked set piece that almost paid dividends for the Steelmen. Here comes a corner. Right for the look for the near post. Acton gets a touch on, but then blocked, and Hogg will now clear out. But the blocked on! That is a fluke goal out of nothing! Hogg has tried to clear it. It's come off. It's been blocked by the Consett man. I'm not sure who it is just yet. And it's ended up going over Townsend. It's a freak goal. All out of absolutely nothing. It's madness, really, but they all count no matter how they go in, and Consett lead 1-0. Will Shaw is the man who the crucial defensive block turned goal. For people who enjoy non-league for the first time, come to non-league football. And Will Shaw will claim that just like he would have done a 30-yard effort from distance, I'm sure. I don't even know what to say to that one, to be honest. It's just, no one's done anything wrong. It's a normal clearance from Hogg. You can't blame him. It's just, with the wind as it is, it's took the ball beyond Townsend. And it's 1-0 Consett. What? Just the absolute madness of it all. Back with Townsend now. So can Stocksbridge get a goal going against the wind here? That's what they'll need to do if they want a point out of this. So Consett just in midfield now, putting the ball forward. Phillipson will boot that one right out the area. So right now it's Consett on the attack. They're looking to double their lead. Hogg with a block that doesn't end up in being a Consett goal. And then there is a foul from the Consett man, and it will be a free kick. Just one of the most bizarre goals you'll see. That one just Hogg just tries to get blocked by Shaw and then just loops in. So back with Townsend for this free kick. Right footed ball forward from Townsend, looking for Poole, but it's ended up going to drop quite well for Gibbons, who is being forced backwards and tackled by Goodwin. So Stocksbridge come forward. Ball forward looking for the runner Rawson, who's on the right-hand side. Rawson shrugs off his man, and it's going to go out for a corner kick. Consett took the last touch. Consett appealing for a free kick their own way. Newton Akeley for 2-0 upon Winterton. Liam Adamson has scored. Corner kick for Poole. Now, here comes Poole, a high lofted one going in, headed away, but to the edge out to Turner, takes it to the left, forced about the shot, it's shooting line block, cross whipped in, almost ends up in the whip cross. Oh, that one went too far away. Turner went to the left, he thought about the shot, saw his shooting line blocked, tried to whip it in then, but in the end, imagine almost going in itself. Remains 1-0 to Consett. Doncaster Rovers are 1-0 upon Forest Green. Lee Molyneux has put them ahead. Ball forward from Chibutse and head away by Oglesby. Poole will keep it in, looks to turn. So sends one down for Ross Chase, but big boot away by Capewell. And over to the opposite field. Will be a throw-in when we get a ball, another ball. So now we're waiting for this throw-in to go in from Lemon and throws it down to Goodwin, who chests it, trying to keep control with the pressure's back, and but lofted ball from him looking for Dorman, head away now, but Dorman collects, trying to get to the right-hand side, but blocked and then cleared away. Another throw for Stocksbridge. I don't know. Oh, I thought, no, that one just about stayed inside the fence. But another one for Stocksbridge to take and try and create an opportunity out of. 67 minutes gone, 1-0 to Consett, a free goal from Will Shaw. Going down the line to Dorman, then back it goes to Lemon, takes the touch and then knocked out another throw into Stocksbridge, a bit further down the field. Like playing the yardage game at the moment. Thrown to Turner and back to Lemon, and Lemon takes the touch and gets it blocked again. Another throw in a pretty much near identical position. Bring Turner and in his tackle, it goes out, and this time it will be a throw in, and this time it will be Consett's throw. So Consett have done well resisting any sort of pressure from the Steels on that occasion. Looks like there will be a substitute, our first of the game. Jack Dolman is heading off. It will be a Stockbridge sub. So Dolman, who had scored 2 in 2 games and scored the winner against Consett 11 days ago. He will be heading off. He'll be replaced by Jack Watson, who makes his return today. Watson's been away, been visiting his family, and now will come back on. And he's a very lively winger who will definitely try and cause some problems and make the most of the conditions. So other than the wind, it's actually a lovely day. The sun's shining, we've got blue skies here. It's just the wind is terrifying. Watson played back to Tinker, who will continue forward with it. He is tackled though, and Consett will get it away for now. But then robbed, and Hogg will have it back to Turner, and then intercepted. Oglesby takes the touch back to Turner, who will knock it back to Phillipson. Films takes the touch, and over to Lemon. Knocked it forward. Poole, nice little, tried to do a clever little touch around his man, but Pure was able to just cover that and allow that to go out for a Consett throw. 69 minutes gone. 21 minutes plus added time for the Steels to get back into this game as the lofty ball going into Townsend's arms. Townsend just taking his time with it after the conceding, well, it must be the daftest goal of his career. Ball going forward, Lemon will try and keep it, and he does do so with the header. Back to Goodwin, who volleys it forward, takes a block from Consett, but into Turner, who gives it back to Goodwin, now back to Lemon, who takes the touch and will send this forward. And Rawson heads it on to Watson, who is trying to get the beat, but can't do so. Back to the right to Poole, who delays his delivery. Now back to the edge of the box to Watson, who clips it in towards the near post, and no one gets onto that. And back to Chibutse. As Stocksbridge stop them coming back from playing from the back, but then just as they could make some, Watson's tackled, and it's a good ball forward. It's Will Shaw, the goal scorer, who's gone over to the left-hand side, covered by Phillipson. He's in the box, takes a shot, blocked by Lemon, back to Shaw again, volleys, and that's over. He should have tried that one with his back again. It might have been better. That's how he scored the first time, with that Zaha goal. And there is a Consett player down just in the centre circle, and concerningly, it seems to be a no contact one. And then the physio, as she's coming, actually I think has hurt herself. The physio has just come on and then just completely toppled over. I think she's hurt herself as done so. So one of the coaching staff's going to tend to the player, and hopefully she will be all right. Admittedly, we were about to just have a bit of a laugh at that, but then we realised that she might actually genuinely be hurt. We'll always have a laugh at a pratfall, but we'll make sure she's all right here, because that's just as concerning as the player in the centre circle. It seems to completely have gone over. I'm just trying to get a facial expression on the poor lax. Not sure of a name, the Consett physio. A player who we haven't been able to identify yet as Consett physio, who also has injured himself trying to rescue the injured person, is back to her feet, and I think now looking like more her pride was hurt than anything else. And it looks like the Consett defender, who is now injured, is also back to his feet, looking like he will be able to continue as well. This game has just turned into a bit of a calamity on all accounts, to be honest. Grimsby Borough have taken the lead against Ashington. Adam draw. The game will resume with the ball pass shot to Oglesby. Carrying it forward. Left-footed ball forward, looking for Rawson. And then it's going to be headed away, and for Hogg. Tries to head it forward, but it's gone sideways. Tinker gets it to ground, and then Hogg will try and volley it forward, but ends up going out for a Consett throw. 73 minutes gone, and rings 1-0 to the Steelmen. That same scoreline that they beat the Stocksbridge at Brackenmore last season. Chesterfield definitely going up now. They're 3-0 up on Borehamwood. Grimes has scored again. Phillipson trying to cover from Shaw, and he does do so, goes out for a goal kick. Just noticed that Kevin Ellison, the man who spent about 20 years for Morecambe, is making his debut for Vauxhall Motors today. He must be about 45. Townsend will now get the chance for the goal kick, and he will try and send this long, drills it low, and it's going to be intercepted in the middle of the park. But Turner's trying to stop him going any further forward. He does do so. Leaves it to Rawson, now to Goodwin, who gets out to Lemon on the right-hand side. Lemon will get the ball forward, and Poole's got the beating of his man on the right. Poole tries to put the ball into the middle, well blocked by Purewall. And then Purewall tries to get the cross back in, but it gets cleared away. All the way back to Phillipson on the halfway line. Sends it forward. No one's really there for it. Purewall will head it away, and going to go beyond everyone, really. The wind just allowing that ball to skip away. Townsend is able to get it away. Back into Consett midfield, though. Just nibbled foot of the midfielder, and it will be a free kick. And it was from the set pieces where Consett created their goal, which is still a mad one, which as Hogg cleared it, came off the back of Will Shaw, and it ended up floating into the net. I'm still in disbelief at that one. There will be now a good opportunity for Consett from this free kick. Ball floated in and it'll be knocked away by Goodwin, and then Turner will clear it away. Pull first onto it. Cheswick looking to turn but can't get control. Out a throw in. Hebburn are 2-0 up on Brighouse. Has scored. So Consett loft the ball, looking to get into the box towards Atkinson. Oglesby tries to head away, but Atkinson gets onto that header away. Back into midfield. Out to Lemon, who will send it long. Gets caught in the air. Rawson has to fight to try and keep it, and he does do so, but and he has it back now. Lays it off looking for Watson. Watson's peeled off well, but is then covered. Back to Poole, takes a touch. Cross goes in, block, corner kick steals. Stocksbridge looking lively down that right wing at the moment. It looks like if it's going to come from anywhere, it might come from there. As Poole now eventually will get the ball back for this corner. So, good chance for him. And there's a short option with Luke Hogg. He's going to take the short option. He's quickly covered, though. To edge of box to Turner. He'll take the shot. It's well drilled, but well over. Turner struggling to keep his shots low on that occasion. And it ends up going well over. Doesn't threaten Kalichi Chibuse's goal on that occasion. Remains 1-0 to Consett. So it looks like we are going to get another substitute. This time it will be Consett taking the sub. Just waiting to see which way this substitute is going. And heading on the pitch is, I'm sorry, this is quite tricky because it's goal numbers on white, which is not the easiest. I believe that. I want to think that's Jack Cahill, who right now is standing as offside as you can get. Charlie Watkins, come on. So Slocum, who suffered the knock earlier, he's going to head off. And to the shock of the crowd around me, got the booking, which sounds like he's their very own Ross Goodwin. And Charlie Watkins, lively when he came on as a sub at Brecon Moor. He's the one who comes on. So Consett have just got to throw in their own half on their own right hand side. Hotfish running out of time to get back into this game. Just 12 minutes left. A big header up into the air, and Stocksbridge will get the ball back now through the throw-in. However, what will give Stocksbridge hope is the last time they was at this ground when they were away at Dunstan in that game that happened just over 2 weeks ago. Charlie Oglesby headed in late on to rescue a point for Stocksbridge. Oglesby has the ball now, and he will pass it back to Townsend. Takes the touch. Got a man charging him down, but will boot the ball away. And then headed away, though, by Capewell, but only into the path of Phillipson, who will carry it forward. And he takes it now shot to Lemon, who knocks it forward long, and then Purewell will have that covered, and I think he's just going to allow it to go out for a goal kick. He does do so. Stocksbridge will be just ruining that 20 minutes they had in the first half when they looked completely dominant and like they were could score plenty of goals. They didn't take any of those chances, and now we'll have. Now Stocksbridge make a big substitution here because Phillipson, who is going to be heading off here, and I presume we're going to see a big attacking sub. Yeah, it's Tommy Marshall who's going to be heading up, placing Phillipson. So we'll see what tactical changes come with that. I suspect we'll change into this 3-4-3 the Steels have done so often while chasing the game. So yeah, as you can see, it is the 3-4-3. So Tinker, Oglesby, and Lemon is your centre backs, with Watson Rawson and Poole. Well, Poole will be dropping into centre midfield. Marshall on the right wing. Yeah, Stocksbridge now in the 3-4-3. Townsend at the back, Tinker, Oglesby, and Lemon as your centre backs. Turner, Hogg, and Goodwin in the midfield. And then Marshall, Poole, and sorry, we're watching this game. Watson, Rawson up front. Ball with the right hand side to Lemon, back to Turner, then back to Lemon, and they're happy to pass it between the two of them, but they're trying to get it forward now for it. They just pass out play for a Consett throw-in. Thrown away opportunity on this occasion. Thrown in by Consett and then headed on into the middle. Turner will tackle it. Appeals for a foul, not given. Turner's knocked it long. Watson trying to cause a problem, but head away from him and then booted away. Still not fully away from Consett, and they've ended up booting it horizontal. Going to go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Another, but he will get up before the physio comes on. And there's actually another Consett player down that's got. They've all gone down at the moment, the Consett players, and maybe getting towards the end of the season. Consett just struggling with a few knocks. I guess going a bit too much, and there will be another Consett sub now, maybe due to some of these knocks. And he's actually one of the players who was just limping back up. A slow walk off for the Consett man. Who will be able to identify in a second, I'm sure. Ben Milburn is the man who's head on for Consett to try and boost that defence and hold on to the 3 points for the home side. So Ryan McKinnon, yep, the man who's gone off for Milburn. Fresh legs in defence for Consett. So we're trying to get the ball in the field again with Turner, drill it forward, but it's Milburn who clears it away the first time, and looks like he's trying to pen it in, but Consett able to pass out of trouble really well on that occasion. There she goes in for a Stocksbridge throw, and that was the ball hitting the top of the stand. To those who wonder what the hell that was, that's probably just woke you all up. Trying in, Goodwin tries to knock it behind him, but then cleared away. Townsend is going to come over and collect that and touches it before it goes out of play for a goal kick, and will take it into his own area. Pat gaze it short over to Lemon at right back, who's dropped to collect it. Pass forward now to Marshall, now back to Lemon, puts in the middle to Turner, who will then back to Marshall, and then back to Lemon, who takes it forward, and it just bounced off Marshall, and a little back heel finds him again, and Marshall looking lively since coming on. Back though to Hogg, he has to go, and his pass forward blocked and deflected out into field. Going to bounce ugly. Watson will come and collect it. A very clumsy challenge into the back of Watson, and it will be a free kick from about 30 yards out. So Thomas Poole will step up to take this now. At this ground a few weeks ago, Thomas Poole scored a free kick over in this opposite goal, though, and not with a gale blowing into his face. Though with the wind as it is, blowing a gale, is it worth taking a shot just to see if this keeper can judge any sudden changes the ball might make? And what we would say he is a free kick specialist. It's definitely a big opportunity for the Steels, but or am I just building up something for it only to nestle into the trees behind the goal? But it is right in the middle, this one. If the ball will just stay stable for a second. Just seen Luke Hogg's trying to hold on to the ball at the moment. He's holding it down as if it's a bit of a an NFL kick. So it's laid off. Poole takes a shot and it's blocked by the wall. Marshall will try and collect on the right-hand side. He's holding off his man well, and he's got not much help from the Steels, and then he is going to be robbed of the ball. But then as they touch it away, it goes back to Marshall. Then back now to Hogg, who evades a tackle, and he'll carry it forward. He's carrying it forward really well. Hogg's thinking about the shot, takes a shot, and it's not far off. It's a goal kick in the end, and Hogg comes very, very close. He scored the equaliser against Newton Aycliffe not so long ago, and He was looking to score another equaliser today. In the end, it's just not too far away from that top right corner. 85 minutes gone. It's not long for Stocksbridge to find that equaliser. So Chibutse will take this goal kick now. Just taking his time with this ball, and he brings it back after it blows off his spot. The wind is helping him take a few more seconds off the clock. Weirdly, Consett have put a man like 10 yards offside when they send the ball forward. I'm interested to see why that is. Because Stocksbridge could theoretically just leave the ball and play him offside every time, I'd say. But Consett do have the throw now. Newton Aycliffe, we just mentioned, they're down to 10 men when Whitfield has been sent off. As Tommy Marshall's just won a 50-50 challenge and he goes forward, trying to go on his own, and then is barged into, and it will be a free kick, and I think it could be a yellow card for Capewell. He's been summoned over despite him doing the classic, if I run away quickly enough, I might not get the booking. It is a yellow card. I think mostly for the fact he stopped Marshall being able to potentially create an opportunity. Hull with a chance to put the ball into the box, so no. Here it comes, big ball looking for that far post, and well claimed by Chibutse, who gets a big cheer from the crowd. He has looked a bit flappy at times in the goal, but this time he's shown good strength and good leadership in that back line and has claimed the ball really well. And has gone to the edge of the area again and risked it again. His ball is going to just go long and bounce to Townsend. Townsend will play it short over to Tinker. Tinker carrying the ball forward over to the left-hand side, and he's trying to get it forward, and Stockbridge are just trying to find some space, and they have got forward quite well. Can they get the ball into the box? They do. Flash the cross at everyone. Back to Marshall on the right, drills it. Well saved, and it wasn't. I think it needed a cleaner strike from Tommy Marshall on that occasion. Back to be a throw-in. Jordan Lemon with the throw, quickly taken, and back to Lemon. Slowly does it, and then we'll look it forward, looking for Marshall, but then blocked and cleared away. And it's going to be a fight for Atkinson, who does really well keeping it in. And he's going to try and roll past his man. He's done a great job on that occasion. He's going to go out and he's going to have got, well, actually Stocksbridge away that throw, and I actually thought that was going to go Consett, to be honest. Doncaster are 2-0 up on Forest Green. Keogh scored an own goal as a long ball forward has gone to Smith, who didn't really judge it very well. He has to pass it back to Chigboze, and he clears it away quite well. The wind helps him on that occasion. It's going to go back to Townsend, though, and Townsend will roll it and send it to Lemon on that right-hand side. Ends it forward now, and touch goes forward from Marshall, and Marshall trying to weave his way through the midfield, pass it to Poole, who just feints a bit, and he's going to go down this centre-left area, cuts in on the inside, thinking of the shot, and he's going to try and curl one to the right-hand side. I think maybe a bit too audacious, but Rawson's done well actually to keep that in. High left of ball, looking for that far post. Watson challenging for it, but easily dealt with by a man about a foot higher than him. Back into the field for Poole, who puts it back over to the left. Waits for that cross to go in now, as it's in our blind spot. Cross does go in. It's over. Everyone, Rawson tries to touch it in, and somehow that doesn't but go in, and Rawson doesn't get a clean hit on that at all. I think he just comes off his knee, and eventually Chibutse will claim it, and he does get up from the ground. 89 minutes gone. I suspect about 4 or 5 at a time in this game. Ball from Chibutse has gone long, and it's just going to go out actually for a throw-in. It's just bounced really well, but there will be a substitute before that happens. It'll be Consett's final sub of the game. I see who it might be. Whatever it is, it's going to the Consett player is going to take his time doing it, which you can't really blame him for. It's me trying not to be hypocritical because I love it when Stocksbridge players do this when winning 1-0, but hate it when the opposition does. But the substitution will eventually happen. And coming on is Dominic Curl for Consett, as he will look to see this game out. Steal men. He comes on for Gibbons, as you may have heard, over the Tannoy. Trying to be for Watson, who's trying to control it and can't do so. We get back to Goodwin, who just boots that forward. Watson will chase it and cause a problem, and he's got all the good control of it. He's got Poole peeling off to the left. Watson with some footwork to get away around his man, finds Poole on the left now. Cuts in on the inside. He's got plenty of men around him. Back it goes here to number 14. I think Alex O'Connor may have come on as well. Ball into the box, looking for Watson, headed away to the edge of the area to O'Connor, who has come on at some point for someone, not sure when he got in. Lemon's been tripped, it's a foul, and Stockbridge have the ball here. So Alex O'Connor come on, he came on for Curtis Turner at some point, and completely missed that. I'm doing a good job today, obviously. So Alex O'Connor is plays the last throw of the dice that Ian Richards is doing to get back into this game. But Poole with this free kick. I bet he would rather had it on the other side, on the left-hand side, so we could kill it looking for that far post. Again, with the wind being a main character today. And here comes the ball in. Far one looks at that far post above everyone, but it has been kept in. Stockbridge still alive in this one. Looking to try and get it back into the box, but Consett are defending well, stopping that ball getting in. Here comes the ball in. Flies across everyone, cleared away. Back it goes to the left-hand side, and Stockbridge will maintain pressure. We haven't heard how much added time is happening yet, but we are in injury time. So the ball is going to go. Stocksbridge don't have much, only whatever added time the referee has put on. And in the end, I think it's gone back now. Will be a Consett ball. So another sending off to tell you about. Osik Paul Solomon has been sent off for Grantham. That's in that game against Sheffield FC, who will be playing Consett. Djibouti doing a bit of classic time wasting by switching over his goal kick side. They're all clever. Consett, obviously, a smart, clever, well-taught team, and you can't really criticise them for that as they head the ball on. But well read by Oglesby, who will send that forward. It's been blocked in midfield and then knocked away, and will be fought for by Atkinson, but Oglesby heads it away. Lemon's trying to keep it in. He can't do so, though, and Consett for them. The script is going really well at the moment to try and just wind the clock down and get the 3 points. And they are certainly taking their time with this as they now do return play. And surprisingly, don't go into the corner, and the tackle happens, and Marshall will look to try and get away, and he gets it over to Hogg. Hogg tries to get it through in the middle, but well intercepted by Pure Hall. Finds Watt on the right-hand side, who is beaten Tinker. He might try and kill this game off. He looks for the penalty, and then it's cleared over. I think what they're going to play looking for the lunge one. It's actually been a corner kick, which surprised on, but it will be. This will probably be how Consett wind the game down on that occasion. So it will be the classic keep it in the corner kick for Consett as they look to wind down the clock. Here it goes short to Atkinson, and immediately Hogg is in there trying to get it out. I think it has gone out of play for a throw in, and it will be Consett's throw. It's working out well for him at the moment. Shot to Atkinson will now take back into the corner, knocked out, and it will be another throw to Consett. The time wasting is working perfectly for the home side right now, and it's as executed as well as you could imagine at the moment. Thrown into the box now, and I'm surprised they've done that, but it will be another corner kick, so maybe it actually worked. But the referee has had enough of the slow walk-ups and of Consett, and a yellow card is coming out. I think actually it was for one of the Stocksbridge players, actually, for something. So Stocksbridge get a yellow card. Well, there was a yellow card. Consett then immediately put the corner in and blocked out to be another corner. You can't fault the execution of this. It's working absolutely brilliantly at the moment, and Stocksbridge can't get out of this corner. Goes in and then it goes in and then it will go out for a goal kick, and then the full-time whistle goes. Consett get the 3 points today. A freak goal from Will Shaw is what divided the two teams on this occasion. It's disappointing the Steelers, who had been in a good run of form up to then, but they will have to rebound and go again next Saturday against Gwyndivora. I've been Adam Allcroft. We've won one. We will see you again on next Saturday.